Good YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, legendary promoter, top-ranked CEO and promoter, Bob Arum, who promotes undefeated, rising, lightweight, superstar, title contender, Keyshawn Davis, who's Olympic silver medalist. Bob Arum, Keyshawn Davis is 5 wins, no loss, no draw, 4 wins by way of knockout. Now, I know people going to say, Keyshawn Davis, superstar, Keyshawn Davis, only 5 fights. Yeah. Keyshawn Davis, Bob Arum essentially wants to move him like he did 2-time Olympic gold medalist, 3-division world champion, former unified lightweight world champion, Ukrainian superstar boxer, Vasil Lomachenko, who in his first 3 fights fought for world titles. He had his first fight was a mandatory title eliminator as a professional. His second fight was for a title against Orlando Salido. He lost. And his third fight, he got to fight for the vacant title immediately against Gary Russell Jr. Lomachenko did at 26. Keyshawn Davis is 23. So Bob Arum, with that said, Keyshawn Davis, he had a step-up fight against an opponent, 18 wins, 1 loss, okay? And he dominated the fight. With that said, Bob Arum, he states that he wants Keyshawn Davis to face the winner of the highly anticipated undisputed lightweight showdown between undefeated WBC lightweight world champion superstar boxer Devin "The Dream" Haney, who is 27 wins, no losses, no draws, 15 wins by way of knockout. He is 23 years of age as well, 5'8" with a 72-inch arm reach. Okay, Keyshawn Davis is 5'9" with a 70-inch arm reach. He looked a lot like Terrence Crawford in his last fight. Okay, so with that said, Bob Arum, he stated that he wants Devin Haney is going to face off against undefeated, newly crowned, unified lightweight world champion Australian star boxer George Kambosos Jr., who is 20 wins, no losses, no draw, 10 wins by way of knockout. He is 28 years of age, 5'9" with a 68-inch arm reach. They're scheduled to face off June 4th here in the United States. It'll be June 5th in Australia because it's going to take place in Australia. But with that said, Bob Arum, he stated that he's going to have Keyshawn Davis front and center at Devin Haney versus George Kambosos fight, and he wants to face the winner. Devin Haney is opened up, obviously, as the favorite. I favor Devin Haney to win the fight. And so, with that said, Bob Arum, he stated that, he wants Keyshawn Davis to face the winner of this fight. Okay? Now, what's interesting here to note is that, obviously, Devin Haney, he signed a 3-fight deal or multi-fight deal, however it plays out, to fight George Kambosos Jr. because George Kambosos Jr. is with Lou DiBella, who does not have a network in which to have stage his fighters on, okay? So Lou DiBella, he maneuvers his fighters to fight on different networks to be able to stage their fights. Lou DiBella, he wanted to obviously strike a deal with Bob Arum, has Top Rank and his company showcasing their talents on ESPN, okay? So Lou DiBella obviously is trying to get on ESPN, okay, a platform, get a deal with ESPN. So they were looking to face off against Lomachenko, Lou DiBella was, but Lomachenko is in the Ukraine, on 10 toes down on Ukraine soil, defending against Russia in this unfortunate chain of events. So he's not available. So in order for Lou DiBella to get a deal with Top Rank and with ESPN, more importantly, they gave them an ultimatum that they would have to fight a big fight against Devin Haney since Lomachenko's not available. And so that's where Lou DiBella was taking George Kambosos' services. So with that said, Devin Haney, he ended up having to sign a multi-fight deal with ESPN, Top Rank, and Bob Arum. Now, Devin Haney's doing promos with ESPN. He's on ESPN platforms. He's working with Top Rank ESPN. Now, in the past, he was with Matchroom CEO and promoter Eddie Hearn and DAZN. Now he's with ESPN. Well, where's Keyshawn Davis? ESPN. What's the reports that Devin Haney had to agree to a 2-fight deal, which is he'll fight George Kambosos in Australia. And should he beat George Kambosos Jr. in Australia, he has to fight George Kambosos in Australia in the media rematch again. Okay, and so because of that, you know, he signed a multi-fight deal with ESPN, and then there's talks that he could possibly have to face Lomachenko. Lomachenko is with who? ESPN and Top Rank. Okay, so he could possibly face Lomachenko. But the key here is to pay attention is if Lomachenko's not available. Now, we don't know how the second fight will play out. Depending upon how Devin Haney is victorious against George Kambosos Jr., let's say he knocks him out, dominates him, and George Kambosos Jr. has no interest in a media rematch, okay? So let's say that's the case. If George Kambosos Jr. is not interested in a media rematch, let's say George Kambosos Jr., you know, decides that he feels he needs to get back in the win column, get a tune-up, so on and so forth. Well, and depending upon if Devin Haney just simply outclasses him overall, okay? Outclasses George Kambosos Jr. overall, and there's no demand for a rematch, okay? And maybe Bob Arum, Top Rank, don't want to put on a rematch. Well, maybe in that span of time, Lomachenko is still not available. Vasil Lomachenko is now 34 years of age. He is 16 wins, 2 losses, no draws, 11 wins by way of knockout, 34 years of age, 5'6" with a 66-inch arm reach. Maybe he's still not available. George Kambosos is not available. Well, what's the next best option for you if you're Bob Arum and Top Rank? Make a mega fight with Keyshawn Davis and Devin Haney. Why? Let me break this down to you. Let's say Keyshawn Davis was to win the fight against Devin Haney. Looks very good. Looked like Terrence Crawford, carbon copy of Terrence Crawford in his last fight, okay? But let's say Keyshawn Davis, he beats Devin Haney. Now he's the undisputed lightweight champion. You get to promote him like you did with Lomachenko, okay? And you have a massive star in your hands, okay? Well, guess what? On the flip side of that, let's say Keyshawn Davis loses to Devin Haney. Well, guess what? You still have Devin Haney for at least one more fight. And maybe you can sway him to give you a few more fights, depending upon how you roll out the red carpet, right? Okay? So you have a star. So let's say Devin Haney beats Keyshawn Davis, okay? Keyshawn Davis, he fought Esteban Sanchez, who's 18 wins, 1 loss, like I said. And let's say Devin Haney beats Keyshawn Davis. Well, guess what? If you're Top Rank, you still get the opportunity to maximize your situation. Why? Because now maybe Lomachenko's available. Now Devin Haney fights Lomachenko. Okay, you still have Devin Haney under contract. He beats Keyshawn Davis. Now you still have Lomachenko and Devin Haney under contract. You make the Lomachenko fight. You try your hand at the Devin Haney fight one more time. Right? Let's say he beats Lomachenko. Maybe you do a rematch clause. It still keeps top rank Bob Arum and ESPN in the limelight with mega fights. You understand? Because Keyshawn Davis, let's say Devin Haney's fighting in June. Let's say there is a rematch clause and he does accept the rematch clause, okay? And let's say after the rematch clause with George Kambosos, Lomachenko's still not available. Well, let's say Keyshawn Davis in that span gets in three more fights, okay? Shakur Stevenson, he just fought against Oscar Valdez. Oscar Valdez had 30 fights. Shakur Stevenson had 17 fights going into that fight with 9 knockouts. Teofimo Lopez fought Lomachenko. Lomachenko had about he was 14 wins with 1 loss. He had 15 fights. Teofimo Lopez had 16 fights. They had a combined 30 fights combined together. So it seems like there's a pattern where Top Rank is allowing their fighters to venture and make a name for themselves fairly early, opposed to waiting until fighters marinate and have 20, 30 fights. But then you have guys like Jerome Boots Ennis, who is 24 years old, but he has 28 fights already. At 24 years old. He's a year older than Keyshawn Davis, and he has 28 fights already. You understand? Canelo Alvarez was 23 with 40 fights. So does it truly matter how many fights and experience you get under your belt? Or is it just based off of the talent? So either way, Top Rank and Bob Arum, they win. They win. Now, obviously, the wild card is Devin Haney has DHP Promotion, Devin Haney Promotion, with father, trainer, manager, and CEO Bill Haney. So they have been building themselves and their profile and everything they have on their own. Okay? Now they have a machine behind them, and they had the DAZN. Now they have ESPN and Top Rank. They're on ESPN. Okay? So maybe, you know, they decide, okay, let's hang around ESPN for a little while longer. Right? Who knows? That's the wild card, because Lomachenko is committed to ESPN. Keyshawn Davis is committed to ESPN and Top Rank. The wild card, obviously, is Devin Haney. George Kambosos Jr. is a semi-wild card because he's with Lou DiBella, but we know Lou DiBella would love to, you know, showcase George Kambosos should he win on Top Rank and ESPN. As the fight goes for itself, great fight, both very athletic, both great boxers, pure boxers, familiar with one another, you know, same age. You know, obviously Devin Haney has 27 fights at the same age as Keyshawn Davis, because Keyshawn Davis decided he was going to go the amateur route and attempt to become an Olympic gold medalist, where Devin Haney decided to go the pro route and just immediately start to build his name. Right, so Keyshawn Davis decided that he wanted to attempt to secure Olympic gold medalist. He came up short. He became a silver medalist, but just look at the history. Devin Haney has 27 fights, and Keyshawn Davis, you know, and they're the same age. So it speaks volumes. So the fight itself, competitive-wise, both athletic, both very good pure boxers, both technically sound. So both are technically sound, pure boxers. You know, both are very athletic. Both are very big. Keyshawn Davis at 5'9" with a 70-inch arm reach. Devin Haney is about 5'9" with a 72-inch arm reach. Both athletic. Both have quick feet. Makes for a very interesting fight. Very, very interesting fight. And I believe that, you know, in the future, you can let this build and marinate. But the way things have been going today's time, why wait? Let's see it. So let's see how this unfolds and plays out. Bob Arum says that he's going to have Keyshawn Davis front and center on hand to make sure he can promote it. So he's going to have him on hand to promote the fight. So let's see how this all unfolds and plays out. But that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notification. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.
Oh, it is your boy Jaden Kiss. Make sure you check out Blue Blood Sports TV. It's going down.